Hi guys, welcome back here. You're back with us at Beamer & Son Garage, and we thank you for coming back. So, we're getting trailed by a stick. So we got all these cars to work on, and trucks, and it's about 30 degrees out here. At least we ain't got no snow. It was nice last week. We had temperatures in the 60s in February. And so today's the day after the Super Bowl, where everybody thought the Kansas City Chiefs were going to win, including me, and well, they didn't. So instead of working on some cars, we're going to work on some dog swivels. And here's what we got. Really nice swivel, but as you can see, it's worn out. And there's another one. And we've already replaced them with new ones. But when those go bad, or when another one goes bad, then we're pretty much at the, the point where we're going to have to buy some. So rather than buy any, we got our Miller Magnetic 135. Now, there's a couple of different welders out there, manufacturers. Miller's one of the best. We really like a Miller, but, you don't have to have a Miller. You can go to Harbor Freight and buy a cheapy, MIG welder, and there's a couple different, kinds. There's a flux core, which you get a flux core wire, and then there's the kind that uses bottle gas. Now, this particular welder here uses the argon, which I think it's a 75-25 mix. Yeah, 75 argon and 25 carbon dioxide. So it's a 75-25 mix. So that's what we're going to use. That's what we have. We didn't buy the flux core. We did have one years ago, but we don't have it no more. So we're going to go with our welder. We're going to turn the gas on, plug it in, and you should have some welding gloves and a shield or some kind of goggles or something, because this is dangerous. Okay, let me tell you, this is dangerous. You can get hurt with one. You can go blind, literally. You could burn your blisters on your eyes and probably go blind. So we recommend you using equipment that you should use. And we're going to flip this on. And we should have ground it already, but we'll go ahead and do that now. Now the heat range with something like this needs to be up a little bit. So it's probably about where I wanted it right now. The wire speed is pretty close, but I think last time I used this was for the same kind of job. Okay, you should have your helmet on. We don't. You should have one on. I'm just going to lay a little weld on that. And when you go touching it, you better be careful, because that baby's hot. I don't think you guys will get flash burnt watching it, so I'm the only one that's going to get flash burnt, because I'm not wearing my shield. And there's a couple of different kinds of wire with a MIG. You can get a hard face wire, And then you can get the cheapy Harbor Freight wire. We're using the cheapy Harbor Freight wire. The hard face wire is going to be a little bit more expensive, but it's the ticket, I'm telling you. Okay, so there's one completely done. It's all welded up, not thin anymore, and we fix it for next to nothing. They could probably use it a little bit more, but it's good enough for right now. Here's one of my good connectors there. Just a little weld on that one. And I'm not cleaning it. And I probably should take a wire wheel to it. But, you know, for this purposes, we're not doing it. This one. And this don't take a lot of time, and it doesn't take a lot of effort. Very little time, very little effort. And I'm putting into this. But I'm getting it done. And the next time I need one of these, I'll have one already ready to go. I won't have to go to the hardware store and buy one, you know. And I've already talked to you guys before about this. You know, we're about saving money. So if we can save money on some kind of repair or fix, we're going to do it. Anyway, I can do it. I'm going to do it. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and boy, that one's really thin. There ain't much there to weld to. Jimmy would say, Jimmy Morehouse, ain't nothing there, baby. We'll build it. We'll build it up. And bam. Is there any more? That one's kind of thin too, isn't it? Yeah, there's a couple other connections that look a little thin there that need to be. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, you can see it smoking on my glove. That's a smoker. Yeah, that one there's kind of got a couple thin spots on it. Just give it a little tack too while we're at it. You gotta have the ground on it, because if you don't, you're not gonna get a, you know, you're not gonna get a weld on it. And I'd rather have the hard face wire for this, but to go through the trouble of changing it over on the welder and all that, I just, I don't want to go through that much trouble. Too much. You gotta be careful, you don't want to get burnt. is this going to get hot. And that's why I got the little jersey gloves on, but I should have weld gloves on. You just add a little to it. Nothing to get crazy about. All right. Here we go. Always turn the gas off when I'm done. Let it cool for a minute while we put our tools away. Don't delay. So you'll have them for another day. Yeah, it's a true statement. That's a nice cart my son bought me. Really like this welding cart. It's important that you have, you know, the right equipment, or the equipment that's going to work, you know, for you, so you don't mess up. So the Challenger's still sitting there with her new tires in the back. Haven't got nowhere else with it. Hopefully we will soon. The tires look good on there. Man, they look good. Turn the power off. Save our electric. Yeah, this shop here doesn't go through much power, about $12 a month for the shop. The house, on the other hand, is another story. Oh, porta power sitting, and I'm gonna have to move that porta power. All right, let's see how we're done. Okay, let's go to the first one we welded up. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. And the second one we welded, got a little leftover wire. Could have used a little bit more right there to the other side of that one. And then we welded that up too. And that's still warm. That's nice. Warm in my hand. All right, guys. So we hope we taught you something. You know, you can fix something if you just got a little cheapy little, you know, Harbor Freight, you know, flux core welder. Could have done the same thing. You know, I spent a little bit extra money when I bought that welder. I think the welder was $500, and then the argon tank and the cart and gloves. It ended up being about $1,000 for that Miller, and it was well worth it. you know, for what we do around here. You know, it really does a good purpose for us. It serves a good purpose. So, hope you guys enjoyed the welding video. How to save $1 instead of going out and spending, you know, a bunch of money on swivels and ends. And you can fix what you got. Old Johnny Morehouse. I learned a lot from people like him. His welding shop, they had a motto: we can weld anything but the crack of dawn and a broken heart. And they could too. Now I got an arc welder and I got that MIG. That's all we got here, but at Morehouse they had everything. They had aluminum welders, TIG welders. You know, they started their business with I think it was an arc welder, is what the old man said. So, biggest thing is, guys, is enjoy yourself. Don't get hurt. You know, don't do it the way I did it. I did it with no gloves, you know, a pair of jersey gloves and no shield. You know, don't do it my way. Do it the right way and have some fun. And try to save that $1. Winnie, see you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye. Welding 101 done. Bye-bye, everybody.